Oh, yay! Another Saturday, another episode. How are you, everyone? Hi, Balkisu. You know what? When we were talking on the backstage, I kept on, how important for us,
Mhm.
girls, females, women, every time that we have clothes that have pockets. So while we were talking, so I held down on my pocket, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, on this right pocket, I have, of course, $10 bill.
Oh, can I have
My
it?
you want more. We want more of this. My rosary, I always kept a rosary on my hands. And then a lollipop.
Oh,
You could tell I'm a mom, and then on the other pocket it's my earpod, right? This is for like when we are listening to the training, the online podcast that we are building on the business, because this is what we are doing. We are multitasking, right? So it's just so funny because we're all talking to you. I said, "What's on my pocket?" Check it, and it was that. Another interesting topic. We've been here in the business for many years now, but we always get this question. We've answered this many times, but to those who missed it, to those who are having doubt, the question I always get is this: can anyone really do this online business? Balkisu, what's the answer on that?
that
Can
you know, everyone and anyone, as long as you're 18 and above, you can definitely do this business. And for those that are joining us for the first time, my name is Baki. So I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a child of God. I'm originally from Sierra Leone. I'm living in Canada, and I have my business partner here who will introduce herself as well. You know, it's a mindset shift. I think we grew up in a time where we're always looking. We have this imposter syndrome where we're thinking that it is from it. Some things are meant for others, and it's not meant for us, and or we're just scared that if I go do this, would I succeed? And if we simply can change our mindset, anything is possible. Because the same mindset that took us where we are today, we cannot keep go with that mindset to the next level that we want to be, right? So if we change our mindset as to what is possible, and say, I just posted on the other app just now, just say, it's not a matter of can I do it or is it possible for me? That's a question that we ask ourselves. Is it possible for me? But we need to ask ourselves, what if it's possible?
oh
Right?
yes.
Instead of going into the negative thought, it's like it's not possible. You're already discounting yourself. So even if something is really possible for you, the fact that you are coming up with the first thing that you're thinking about is what if it's not possible? But think about it as what if it's possible? So it's a mindset shift, and we all have that capacity. We have all that ability within us to think differently. So what do we want for ourselves, right? What do we want for our family? What changes are we willing to make in order to achieve what we want to achieve? Are we are we okay being stuck in the same cycle over and over again instead of making that change? Or are we willing to make that shift and say, you know what, there's something better for me. I can be a better version of myself, right?
Right. That's it. That's like a totally wrap up of what you said. Because, when you start the business, you will ask yourself who you are building this for. When you think about, okay, you might say, I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm not tech savvy, I'm not, I don't have special skills to do it. But when you mentioned, Balkiso, that you are building this for your family, for your future, for the better life aside from the what you are currently doing, that would change your mind shift, because you would how many, with regards to age, how many, like 19 years old up to 80 years old we have on the business, and they have their own very reason why they build up this foundation to be on the online industry. You think they are too young, or do you think they are too old? But nothing blocked them but They are thinking that they are doing this not just for themselves, but for the family and then for the people that surrounds them. When you change that focus and you are willing to learn, you don't need special skills. You don't need to be like you don't need to have a past experiences on building a business, but because we have mentorship, we have coaching, we have, so it depends on how much you are willing to learn the business. That is where you could do, right? I mean, 19 years old, you might think that 19 years old would have more abilities than me as 46, or me as a parent and as a full service restaurant business owner. I actually thought I won't be able to do this online business because I have too much on my plate. But look at me now. I've been here for like almost 3 years already, and I am thriving. It's so nice that I realized before that I don't, first, this, I don't know if this is an imposter syndrome or this is the mindset that I have before. I said, I have a very small circle of friends. So how am I going to do the business? That's one misconception that I have before. The next is I said, I don't have time to do the business. But once you are in the business and you learn more from it, like social media gives me the scaling of the business, not just to the circle of friends that I have, but actually it's all over the world. Social media reaches that much. And I said, I don't have time. And then learning the business, it's the automation business that we have that helps me to run this online business. And of course, I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to sacrifice some of the stuff because this is the business that you are building. The first few weeks, yes, you have to sacrifice because you don't know anything. But I am willing to learn. Right, Balkiso?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to really tap on what you said. I said, I don't have time. Time isn't something that we will never get back. So, what you
Hmm.
do with it at this moment matters. Because some people are waiting for that perfect time, they're waiting for that perfect moment. And there's no perfect time and there's no perfect moment. You make that time perfect and you make that time, that moment perfect. Because if something is a priority to you, trust me, you will make the time. But because something is not a priority to you, this is like to people who are listening right now. If something is not a priority to you, you'll find so many excuses. And excuses are the dream killers of our visions that we have. So if the priority for you is to have leave a legacy for your family, if the priority is to you to be able to spend that quality time with your kids instead of seeing them when they're already sleeping because you're doing two, three jobs, and only come at night is just to kiss them, go to bed. If the priority to you is to be able to travel the world, if your priority to you is to be able to impact the lives of others, is that if the priority to you is to be able to retire early so that you do not have to wait until you're 67 to retire, sometimes people are in their 70s, you will make the time. You will make the time, no matter what the obstacle, because this is how I see it, Rhea. When we go to our jobs, because we're being paid, we try not to be late. We make the time to go to work. So your priorities dictates your action. So what are your priorities? Are you willing to make sacrifices now so that you change the trajectory of your life forever? So that's what we're talking about. When we talk about our digital business, we want to ask you, or some people are asking this: can you do this? Can anyone really do this? Yes, anyone. As long as you're willing, as long as you're open, as long as you're coachable, you can do this. If you have a vision for yourself, you can do this. If you have a goal for yourself and you set your mind to it, you can do this. All it takes is a decision to take the first step. And the first step is, as we mentioned earlier, Melissa and I are digital business owners. The first step is for you to register your name and your email address. Go to either one of our websites. Or better still, I'll just remove this so that you can see it, and enter your name and enter your email address. Get the information that you need so that you can make that informed decision. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. What is that first step that you're willing to take today to change your life? Right?
That is all right. You know what? We always say, I was talking to my niece the other day, and she was actually crying because they start up a business. But they're still pushing through. They're not backing out. They started this new business, traditional business, not online business. And I told her, you know what? You have to keep strong because that is what the chosen path that you choose, being an entrepreneur. I said, being an entrepreneur is actually not for a weak heart. And when you are busy, it is different from being productive and being strategic. You have to find something that, like me, working at the restaurant, who have thought that I would still have another business for us. I didn't realize before that a business model like this existing. I actually thought, online business, when you say online business, I am thinking I have to buy my products and then I have to ship. I have to get all the details of the guests or the customers. I have to communicate with them constantly. I didn't know that there is a business automation existing like this. And we've been here in the company. No, the online business that we have is what started 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you on that year, right? What are you doing? You have to look for some opportunities that will help you do the work, not you will be working for them, because we are only usually aware on exchanging our time for money. We are always looking for a job, not an online business. Our online business, we said, it doesn't require like special education. No, because all the trainings are we are providing it for you. Yes, Balkiso is right. If you have some concerns or some questions, or it's still not clear to you, you could reach out on us, because when this comes to my mind the other day. I said, because every weekend, me and Ron still try to go out, at least relax your mind from the busy week that has passed. We always go out either at a restaurant or a cafeteria or something, just to have a little bite and then a drink. And then I said, before, every time that we go out like this, it's just like we order what we crave. But now we ordered something that we try, new dishes that we could apply at the restaurant. So
That's cool.
yeah, that is what we are
That's
doing.
smart.
And yes, and then so it's a win-win, right? You're able to go out, and imagine those stuff are also tax write-off. And here, on this online business that we have, before, I was only using social media to connect to my family, to my friends. That is what I usually do. But this time, what I usually post on my social media is not just to connect and to get that engagement from my family, but also I wanted to create that impact to all the mothers, to all the busy mothers there, that you can still create a business while doing something that you love, right? How hard you've been doing social media before. So why not leverage it a bit and then create extra income on that? How
Yeah,
how how hard is it?
I know. I want to piggyback on what you just said with regards to the moms, because some moms are saying my plate is so full. I
Hmm.
can't do it anymore. But this is a business that you can do even if you're working. You can do it part time, you can do it full time because of the automation that we have. So if you're a mom or you're a single mom or you're a parent, you're out there and you're not sure if this is for you, we have a system that is built for anyone and everyone. It doesn't matter what level it doesn't matter what profession you're, because it runs on the background for you. It runs on the background for you, and it does the selling for you. And all that is left is for you to show up. It does the heavy lifting for you. So how would you feel you're in the park, your kids are playing, and the business is running for you? You're still doing the business. You're still getting people that are connecting with you. How would you feel if you are traveling on a vacation and your business is still working for you? You're still making that income on the side. How would you feel if you are at your job? Let me say you're working, you're at your job, and this business is still making money for you. All these millionaires that we have, they are not just stuck with one set of income. It's diverse, right? They diversify. They will have one here maybe on social media, another one maybe a brick and mortar, another one. They diversify. That is the opportunity that this gives to you. So don't get stuck. Don't think that it's not possible for me. Oh, I'm a mom. I have so much on my hands. Do it. If you're not doing it for yourself, do it for your kids. Leave that legacy for your kids, because there are so many employment. Yes, we people might love their what they do, but you cannot leave that to your kids. You cannot leave your social work to your kids. You cannot leave your medicine to your kids, right? But this is something that you can leave. Build generational wealth. Do what your passion is, what you love to do, but do this something on the side that could help you, that could support you and change your life. We're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. It's not sustainable, but this can make a difference for you. Inflation is going high and we're not able to match up with what we have. But this can make a difference for you. So if you're somebody who's out there and you're looking for something to supplement your income, but you just don't know how you can use the social media, you can use the space, you can use this platform to do so, reach out to us. We are moms, we are wives. We have been there. We understand the challenges, we understand the struggles. We've got your back. But it's the ball is in your court. You have to take the first step. And that is reaching out to us, either directly on Facebook, or you go to our website and enter your name and your email so that we can give you more information as to what we do, right?
That's right. And just to add as well, I know we're almost wrapping up, but to also add, because you mentioned the steps that we have and then the tools that we also have, that it is really for beginners. Our trainings are provided like baby steps. They are designed for people who doesn't have experience working online for themselves. Just to add, because we have what? It can be translated, the training can be translated in how many languages now, the Bilkis? Because I know there's Chinese,
Yeah,
there's Vietnamese.
there's Vietnamese, there's French, there's Spanish, there's um which one again? I think
So imagine,
didn't they add Tagalog to it?
no, not yet, not
Not
yet,
yet.
but we have, not yet, but we have a daily draft ins that
Hmm.
again speaking different languages so you could understand.
Yeah,
Where could you
yeah,
find a business like that?
yeah, absolutely. So take that step, people. If you're on the side, you're on the fence, and you're just not sure, things are not going to change. The online space is here to stay. You want it or not, it's here to stay. So what you do
Mm-hmm.
with it is up to you, and use it intentionally, not just to like people's posts and comment. Use it in a way that will benefit you. And that's what we're sharing with you. If you're interested and you want that change for yourself, act today, not tomorrow. Mindset shift, because it is possible. Because anyone, as long as you're willing, as long as you're open, as long as you're coachable, you can do this. If Melissa can do this, if I can do this, trust me, you can do it too. So don't sit on the fence. Step out in faith and do something different for once, for yourself, and for the love of your family. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. God bless
God
us
bless
all.
you.